Hello and welcome, Desert Mountain members, to another edition of the Desert Mountain Podcast. My name is Michael Craven. I'm joined, as always, with the lovely Kim Atkinson. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Michael. Hello, members.
We're here today at the membership sales office, and the reason for that is because we're here with
the one and only Nicole Forbes.
Hello, Nicole.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Taking the podcast show on the road. We've hit some really great spots, but this is kind of where it all gets started.
It is.
The beginning of the membership journey starts here.
This is where we get to meet the future members.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
I bet you have some stories.
We aren't allowed to share. We signed a non-disclosure.
That's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing.
All good.
So many good things. So let's see. When we get started on the podcast, we like to get to know one another a little bit. Really quick, before we get to you, this lovely young lady was the one who brought me to Desert Mountain.
Wow.
Yes, just over 4 years ago, that fateful night at the Sonoran Clubhouse. So I owe you a debt of gratitude for the wonderful place called Desert Mountain where I get to come to work every day. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Kim. It's awesome to have you with us on our team. And I will give that a little more of a nod as to how we met. Happened to be in the Sonoran restroom. Ladies, have you ever noticed how wonderful the lighting is?
So
it's
good.
Perfect selfie lighting.
It is.
We just happened to possibly meet there.
We did. So storybook ever since then, and a few things have maybe happened in the last few years. So, but let's go back to when you first joined Desert Mountain. How long have you been at our club? I know you've celebrated a milestone recently.
I did, and she's not talking about my age.
No.
I have been here just over 10 years now.
Wow.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It's a wonderful 10 years. A lot of change, a lot of growth, and a lot of ways it's grown. But really have enjoyed starting at Desert Mountain before that, selling luxury real estate, and loved learning about the club after the fact, and really allowed that to become a passion of mine to help real estate agents educate themselves on the club prior to working with clients so that we can really set the expectation for all of our buyers and make sure that they're educated about just what they're about to walk into, not just a beautiful home, but the most extraordinary lifestyle that'll await them. So it was wonderful to make sure that I tied the real estate knowledge with the extraordinary club knowledge that I've gained.
That's right. So you are a licensed real estate agent, and in your role as the director of membership sales, that helps you just set everybody up for success in terms of explaining how things work, and you understand the mindset of the real estate agent and kind of the questions that they have.
I do. It's wonderful to be able to speak that language and really make that connection. And I think the biggest word that I always use when I work with our agents, both member agents and agents off property, is just the respect of how a contract works, the respect to the emotion that goes into purchasing a home. And it is a very big deal for most individuals. And even if it's their primary home, second, third, fourth home, it's a big deal. This is where they're laying roots. This is where they're going to experience time with their families again.
Absolutely. So, Michael?
Well, I was just going to say, here, I think even more than other clubs, you are buying more than a home. You're buying a lifestyle, right? You're buying everything that Desert Mountain entails. So that's an even bigger decision probably than just buying a house, right?
Right, and checking all those boxes, so many different boxes to check.
Yep.
Such a personal purchase that someone is making when they come through these doors here. So
it is, and having the perfect audience on the other side of the screen here is, you all can attest to how different Desert Mountain is than any other club in the world. 8,300 acres, 7 clubhouses, 10 restaurants and grills, 7 golf courses. We're not just a golf club. We're not just the club that you might go to for dinner one night that week. We are your life, and where we want you to spend all of your time and family moments and bring your friends and enjoy life.
Yeah.
it doesn't get much better. And we're so lucky that we get to talk about it and promote it and take pictures of it and fly drones over it and do all the things that we get to do.
That's my end right there. Yeah. I love my job so much.
It's so good. All right. So a couple of weeks ago, Michael did indeed fly the drone over some beautiful homes. We featured in a Friday Jam the virtual luxury home tour. And we kind of just did a little flyover, showed some of the homes that are on the market. You visit frequently with the Russ Lyon office here on property, and they've shared some year-end stats and some things that were really interesting. I mean, what was 21 like from a sales perspective?
It was unexpected.
Wow.
I think might be the best word. And want to take it back just a little bit as to how we even started the virtual tours for the home tours, that those who have been here for some time, you used to actually go visit homes, walk through, maybe have a glass of wine, some treats, meet the realtors in person. But COVID changed a lot of things in our life. And what we wanted to do is make sure we were still highlighting real estate here in the wonderful community that we have. And that was the added bonus of having Kim on the team. I said, how are we going to get these homes out to the people? Keep them being seen, viewed. Keep our open houses. And from there came the virtual tour, and it's been an extraordinary way for us to reach. Our real estate agents push that out to their variety of clients. We're able to reach out to thousands of not just buyers, but real estate agents, our members. We ask you to share that. We know you are our leading referring parties to bringing new members to the club. So many of you have clicked on those sites. We know who you are. And forwarded those along. And it's been a wonderful evolution to take something that was very intimate and in person to what is now intimate in probably your jammies at times. And really have seen some record-breaking numbers, not just with real estate, but over 260 memberships sold in 2020 alone. I'm sorry, 2021 alone.
Yes.
Incredible.
And with that came a lot of change, a lot of review, a lot of studying on behalf of management and the board of directors, benchmarking, and just really diving into what is the best future for our club. And I think that takes us back to the beginning of 2021.
Correct. So big year of growth, a lot of change occurring over 2020 that led into a big growth year of 21. And so that positioned our board and our senior leaders with the opportunity to be more selective with how we recruit our new members and how we market to them and what we share. And then once they are entered into that process, that's also shifted. So let's go back to 2020 when we started to see the demand really take a significant uptick, and a time and a place where we really didn't know where things were going, if we were headed straight for a recession or what the increase or decrease might look like. And as we know now, definitely there was an increase. There were some decisions made around the membership model. So you had a seat at that table, at every table in every conference room that went through that. Of course, we rolled it out to the members. What was the biggest benefit out of the membership program that we rolled out and eventually did get voted and passed last year?
I think the best word to describe the benefit of making the initiation fee model change is pride. That really struck a chord for us as management, the individuals in this wonderful office that sell and share the story. You yourself being able to focus on the brand and the image and take pride in what we have and not sit there and have individuals say, why are you selling memberships at such a low price? Why is a membership at $25,000 for a full golf membership? That's where we were in 2020. And management and the board really wanted to make sure that we could take back ownership of our club, if you will, and wanted to make sure we could manage pricing, still allow a very timely exit for our members to leave the club, but ultimately elevate what we have as a brand, as an image, and give our members the pride back in their club that they so enjoyed and clearly have been enjoying very much over the last 2 years since COVID hit.
That's true.
So coming back to the beginning of 2021 with a ton of research and knowledge that went into creating a brand new membership program by our management team and the board of directors, we were very excited to, in the first quarter, share with the membership our plan to take back our club and became an initiation-based model where members knew when they could exit the club and they knew what the price was. 2 questions our team was not ever able to answer for an incoming buyer or for a member who brings us their friends and family and says, they're ready to buy something. What can we tell them? Well, why don't you bring us those buyers and we'll walk them through the process.
Yeah, as a marketer and a communicator, when you ask a simple question and you have to pull up a chair to hear the answer and it takes a while, it's usually not a good thing. So providing that clarity and having that simplicity come into play with the new model was phenomenal. So congrats on taking the lead with that and getting that clearly communicated to our members so that they felt great about it. I know it's been a huge coup for the club and a game changer for our brand.
No doubt about it. And really, again, with that pride comes the amount of clubs that have reached out to us and our teams to say, how did you do it? How did you get your members to? How did you share it? And ultimately, we're looking at changing our model too. Can you help us? So that's been really something, again, that we take a lot of pride in. It's working well. Since we rolled out the new membership program in April 1st, 2021, not one member has waited past 30 days to exit the club. Once they resign, they have the opportunity to stay for a 12-month period or resign as soon as possible. They know that they will not exit the club any later than 12 months from that moment, and it could be sooner. Again, everyone who has resigned has left within 30 days. It's been pretty awesome.
So about that resignation, it seems as though fewer are taking us up on that offer to exit sooner.
I was going to say, I don't think there have been very many resignations.
I think they want to stay.
They are enjoying the club, no doubt about it.
Fantastic.
We actually are leading into a lot of our discussion today is helping our members understand the evolution and how quickly it has changed over the last 6-8 months since rolling out this program. Resignations are at an all-time low. We have seen 21 resignations in the last 6 months. 21. We would typically, in my 10 years here, see anywhere from 15, we would see anywhere from 15 to 20 per month. And we're seeing a second half of the year in 2021 with 21 resignations.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
That is interesting phenomenon. So creating exceptional experiences for members is also working. So there you go. All right. So historically low attrition, a very compelling proposition for somebody wanting that lifestyle, the real estate, the package, everything that Desert Mountain has to offer, and the demand has never been higher. Has that slowed at all in the last 6 months, 8 months? Give us a little bit of a timeline, because I know we definitely saw surges of that interest. Is it leveling off at all, or is it still kind of chugging along?
Still chugging along. Everybody's still looking for beautiful homes to purchase, with the understanding now that our wait list, that we'll get to in just a little bit, is prioritized by home ownership. That is definitely driving some interest in our real estate market, which is wonderful, and making a desirable choice to stay in our gates and become a part of the community, not just purchase a membership.
Okay, so we know we've had a lot of growth, a lot of interest, very low attrition, and some change. So if someone were to come to Desert Mountain looking for a membership, what is it that is available to them?
That has changed as well since April. When we implemented the new initiation program, we did have all 3 categories of membership available at that time. We had lifestyle, our 7 golf membership, and our full golf membership. All 3 are now on a wait list. We have wonderful opportunities for our approved applicants to bypass a wait list, and that would be the initial purchase of a property down at 7 Desert Mountain.
Perfect.
Wonderful, wonderful location.
Love it.
Walk over to that fun clubhouse. So those properties, when the land was purchased by the developer, he also purchased a membership for every door.
Okay.
So there are memberships that are reserved for those homes at 7 Desert Mountain. Those buyers have the opportunity at this time to elect from any one of the 3 categories.
So all 3 still available if you buy at 7.
Yes.
Okay.
At this point in time, that is accurate.
Okay.
Now, on a resale at 7 Desert Mountain, 1, 2, 10, 20 years from now, that will be upon availability of which you select. It will likely be that individual that is selling the property at 7. Whatever their category of membership is, that is the membership that will transfer with that home.
I see.
Very similar to what is also available to bypass a wait list, and that is property purchases inside Desert Mountain proper. If a membership and a home are sold together, you are not subject to a wait list. You're still subject to all your application approvals by the board of directors, of course, everyone is. But if you purchase a home that has a membership available to transfer with it, and they do have to transfer simultaneously, then you would be able to enter the club as soon as you close on that beautiful home.
And so what is the message then to the homeowner / member who's coming into a life change and is deciding it's time to exit the club and time to leave Desert Mountain?
So many individuals that have talked with me about leaving the club over the years have been for different reasons that we've seen as of late. And really right now it's to be closer to family.
Sure.
So we're seeing individuals who are looking to sell their home and likely their membership together, and we're strongly encouraging that to happen. Buyers really don't want to be on a wait list if they get here. They really want to enjoy the club, and if they can find a home that has a membership being transferred with it, that's a natural purchase for them. They are seeing elevated prices on those homes where membership is inclusive to come along with that property. So really wanting to encourage our homeowners and members, if you are leaving our mountain, which we are very sorry to see you go, and we hope you enjoyed all of your time here, we do want you to make that very strong decision to couple your home and your membership together when you exit.
Wasn't there a story about a local club where there was a home on the block that was tied to a membership and another one that wasn't? What was that about? There was some demand and pricing that went into that.
There was, not here in Desert Mountain, but when we were doing a lot of our research on how to best collaborate the sale of the membership and the home together and why that is so important, we started looking at our local clubs. And the local clubs that do have the option like we do, where membership and home are not deed restricted, but have the opportunity to transfer together, we found many opportunities where either a like for like home, one with the membership and one without, the home with the membership sold exponentially faster and for much more.
Right.
The other scenarios that we found, there were homes that were millions of dollars higher in price than others, but because the lower priced home did not have a membership, they were not even receiving showings.
Wow.
The millions of dollar higher home with the membership sold pretty quickly.
So pat yourselves on the back, members, for those who are here and living the dream. The Desert Mountain dream is alive and kicking and well. You've got your beautiful home, your social life is rocking, and your membership is intact, and now you want to share that. So that is the call that you're getting right now, as I understand it. You're getting the calls from the current members who want their buddies.
It's Arizona beautiful time. This is why we live here, right? A lot of friends and family coming into town, a lot of members that are starting to give us a ring and say, you know, Sally really wants a membership, or Joe's retiring this year and he's ready. And that's wonderful. We're so thrilled that it's that time for them to come and look at us and make that decision to make this their lifestyle. Right now we are on a wait list, and that is with a property or without. We are only selecting individuals to be a part of our wait list if they are homeowners. Secondly, we will allow individuals who are lot owners with a building permit from the city of Scottsdale. So the promise that they are building their personal residence. They will be added to a wait list. They do have to go through an application process, and that application process is absolutely a 30-day process. That is also something that's definitely changed. We go through a more extensive vetting process of our application. An individual will be asked to name a member sponsor.
How does that work?
It's pretty fun.
What if I don't know anybody?
That happens all the time.
Okay.
All the time. And that's fine. If you don't have a member sponsor, then what we'll do is we'll just go through a couple of additional requests. We'll ask you for additional references. We'll place you in touch with one of our board members to experience a little bit more of a conversation with them and let them get to know you a little bit more. However, if you do have a member sponsor, we ask that they know you. It's not just someone that someone introduced you to, but we want you to have a relationship with these sponsors. Some go all the way back to grade school, which is wonderful. A sponsor, though, there are a few people who cannot be your sponsor, even if they are a member, and that is your real estate agent, a membership committee member, or a board member. And really it comes...
Or you, or me, or Michael. No, we can't. Okay.
Doggone it. I had so many referrals for you.
I know. You can still refer.
Okay.
You just can't be their member sponsor.
Okay.
But we just want to protect the integrity of the vetting process. And those individuals do ultimately either have a financial gain as a real estate agent potentially by selling them a home, or a membership committee and board member are voting on somebody being approved for membership. So we don't want to put anyone in an awkward position.
Okay. So back to the member arranged transfer with the real estate that's coupled with it. How we started to walk through the 3 different levels of memberships that were available before we passed the model, lifestyle being one of them, 7 golf, and a full golf membership. How are those still available or not available based on, again, that new person coming in and what would be offered to them?
Wonderful. And you actually just said member arranged transfer, which is a perfect segue because it's not just the memberships that are now different. It's also the way someone can transfer a membership. So a member arranged transfer where someone could just transfer their membership to a random individual is no longer available.
Okay.
That changed April 1st.
Okay.
So you can transfer a membership through a real estate transaction in conjunction with a Desert Mountain home. You can purchase at 7 Desert Mountain. You can legacy transfer. That's still a wonderful option. I love seeing those. That's
Nice.
when a member can gift their membership to a child or a grandchild at no initiation fee. And those are the ways that you can now transfer a membership. You can then, of course, resign if you don't have those other options available to you. And as we've already said, right now you're going to resign within the month that you place your resignation. So you can exit the club in a timely manner. Lifestyle memberships, since April, we did hit full capacity of those memberships.
Okay.
First time we've seen that in my time here.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the decision was made at this point in time, we will no longer be offering a lifestyle membership at the club. Our 7 golf membership is now considered our entry-level membership into Desert Mountain.
Let's talk about that one a little bit. So the 7 golf membership, again, this is somebody, they're all waitlisted regardless, right?
Correct.
But prioritizing the homeowner, certainly if you buy at 7, there's one waiting for you. Once you are recommended for membership and are approved, you can select from one of the 3. But let's explain a little bit about the 7 golf membership because it's kind of the newbie still for us in terms of our different levels. And what are some of the things that maybe folks don't fully understand about that membership?
Awesome. It is a new membership, and it was to really just add an added beautiful benefit of being a 7 Desert Mountain homeowner. That fantastic course that's so fun. Maybe you're not a full golfer yet. Maybe you really haven't swung a club very much, but you want to learn the game and enjoy the time with your family on a golf course. That's really fun factor at Desert Mountain, at 7 Desert Mountain. 7 Golf provides you access, the easiest way to say it, everything but the 6 Jack Nicklaus signature golf courses.
Okay.
So 7 golf course, all the driving ranges, practice facilities, Jim Flick Golf Performance Center, because we want you to get even better at this game and then want a full golf membership. Of course, dining, Sonoran, all of the wonderful events are all included in a 7 Desert Mountain membership.
But can I just be a guest on a Jack Nicklaus course if I join as a 7 golf?
We get that question a lot.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. There are
Okay.
restrictions that were built in, and most clubs go through this practice. You look at what different levels of membership there are, what are the structures and rules around those different memberships, and how do you best structure them to encourage individuals to take that next level. It's pretty much sales 101, right? You want to create something that's really going to elevate potentially to that next level. So as a lifestyle member, those individuals, as we lovingly said, were not allowed to swing a club at Desert Mountain. And we haven't gotten rid of lifestyle. We have lifestyle members. We love our lifestyle members. We just will no longer be issuing those from the club. Still an option at 7 Desert Mountain. And if a current lifestyle member sells a home, they can transfer that lifestyle membership with the home as well. So that's a possibility. It's kind of our Willy Wonka golden ticket right now if somebody finds that. But the 7 Golf membership is one where we have said you may not play even as a guest on the 6 Jack Nicklaus courses.
Okay.
So all the fun you want to have, just not on those fun, full golf courses.
It makes sense. I mean, once you get here, you start meeting all kinds of people, and the next thing you know, you basically would become a member without being a member. I get why that has to happen.
It happens. And of course, our members are all on the honor system, but we just wanted to make sure we laid that out in a rule form that everybody signs off on and understands, and it allows us as a team to manage who has access to what in all of our systems.
So I'm sure this question is the one that's got your phones ringing here. How long am I waiting on a wait list, Nicole?
Well, officially, we have just started our wait list this month,
Okay.
January 2022. Prior to January, we had made the commitment that we would allow a property owner to have a full golf membership. That is really the element in that fourth quarter and seeing that added interest of our home sales and the buying happening really in that final push of 2021. With that commitment that we had made, that we wanted to ensure that a property owner could have a membership, a full golf membership specifically, we did see our numbers rise. We are currently on target to look at a membership number of 2,050 by the end of the first quarter of 2022. Well, why are you on a wait list then? Because we had already made that commitment to those approved applicants at the end of 2021. So we immediately went, as soon as we saw that number coming about, we immediately put a freeze on our sales. And what that means is we're now starting a wait list for all categories of membership. 7 Golf is an interest list that you can join because we don't anticipate having those for a while. In a while, we just really don't know. It has so many different elements, our wait list. The attrition is the big unknown. I have a lot of individuals that come talk to us and they say, oh, we're getting ready to join and we can anticipate their time frame to a degree. I don't get a lot of members that say, I'm getting ready to leave, or I'm leaving in 6 months or I'm leaving in 8 months. So that is a very difficult number for us to forecast.
I see.
Do you think the more people who start to see how popular Desert Mountain has become and how many people are enjoying it, does that almost make people more scared to leave? Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to give up this very valuable membership that I have.
That's an awesome point. It's not only scared to leave, but to be quite honest, up and down Pima Road, there is nowhere to go. It's been quite interesting keeping in touch with our counterparts at other local clubs. They're all in the same position. We all speak often, share best practices, how we're sharing information, what's available, because we want to be able to refer out if we can. But ultimately, up and down Pima Road, it's our main drag. Everybody's sold out. Everybody is on a wait list. Desert Highlands is different. They're a deed-restricted property, so I want to point that out. But ultimately, no one is really able to guesstimate that time of wait at this point in time, any of us. There will be some that say it could be 2 to 5 years. We aren't saying that. We just don't know. The one benefit of Desert Mountain, well, there's many, but this one benefit specifically pertaining to time frame, we have such a large membership. We are going to likely see more natural attrition than another club will. But at this time, everybody up and down Pima Road is on a wait list. I would like to think our wait list will move faster than another club that is a single course club, single clubhouse, but we'll keep looking for our crystal ball is what I keep telling everyone, and we'll have a much better idea. This is our first month of ever having a wait list. It's a pretty awesome thing. We're all excited. The branding worked. But it is something that we're just going to have to keep assessing and see where we are after the first quarter, because we do know we do not want to surpass the number of 2,050 members. That is a hard stop for us right now. And with the committed applicants that we have, we are there.
Mm-hmm.
And once we can assess attrition, where we are, who is moving forward, who is not, from that previous promise in 2021, then we'll have a better idea after the first quarter.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that you'll be calling us with news updates that we'll be dropping into the Old Mountain Minute.
Absolutely.
And keeping our members posted on things. Let's kind of knock out some of those other frequently asked questions. So how long is my friend going to wait? You just addressed that. Where are the opportunities to purchase? You've addressed that. What are some other questions? Maybe some of the agents who are calling you. Where are their questions right now?
Their questions, as best as I can guide them if they aren't asked, is something that needs to be focused around the approval process. Contracts are something that are moving fast these days. People find a home a lot of times right now sight unseen, writing contracts blind. We want to provide as few contingencies as possible. So we reference our application process similar to a pre-approval process on a loan. Not a lot of loans that happen up here, but it's a very similar concept. Get the application process started sooner than later because it is a 30-day process. We do have to go through monthly meetings with our membership committee and our board, and it is ultimately their decision. We're simply the compilers of the information. We will ask for you to complete information in the application. We will go through the sponsorship, the references that you provide us, collect those letters. It all takes time now, interviews, things along those lines. So 30-day process. If you're looking for a home and you haven't started that process, and the typical due diligence period is 10 to 15 days, and your closing period is typically 30 days. We all know those can shift. You're not going to be permitted a quick close if you find a home with a membership, and that's something we want to help you expedite. So being pre-approved doesn't take anything more than your time to fill out your application for us. There's no financial commitment to be pre-approved, and that way if you do find that perfect home, you can write that contract on the home and say with confidence, we've been approved for Desert Mountain membership, and we would like to close in a week. It happens.
Wow. And when does that financial component kick in for the prospective member? When they're going through the steps to become a new member, when do some of those financial obligations start to kick in?
Perfect. So if it is a real estate transaction, the home and membership being sold together, that component will start at close of escrow. Their initiation fees and all fees will be due at close of escrow, and then their club dues will begin immediately. If they are approved applicants that have been approved by the board and have a home here on the mountain or a lot with a building permit from the city of Scottsdale, then they can go onto our wait list. Our wait list is organized, again, by homeowner, and then going on from there. We do have some information on the member website. You can go to your membership tab and find the waitlist information there as far as how we organize and prioritize our waitlist. But right now it is homeowners who have been approved are asked to place a 50% down deposit, which does become non-refundable. So it will be upon being approved, being a property owner, and then placing their 50% down. That will be their time frame.
And so we initiated that this year. What was some of the discussions around the table to bring that new element to the conversation?
The best thing I can say is that we want this list as short as possible. Mm-hmm. We want it to be full of very serious individuals who have already made that commitment that this is going to be home, not someone who's just, we might see where we fall, maybe we'll buy in the spring, maybe we want someone to understand that once you're on that list, that is $50,000 that you are potentially walking away from if you deny that membership when it's offered to you. I've had individuals that sit there and say, well, I'll get on the wait list, but I may not want to buy for another year. And I'll let them know if a membership comes available and our team does contact you, you have that hard choice to either move forward at that time, even if you may not be here for 8 months, and initiate your membership and begin paying for your membership, or take the risk that there won't be another membership available for you when you're ready. So it really has become an honor and a privilege to make that invitation to these individuals who are approved. And when they accept it, when we start making those offers, we'll be super excited.
Something else I wanted to bring up about that application process that you had told me at some point that I thought was cool was it really is more that goes into it than just putting up the money. I mean, these people, they have to be serious about embracing the community. You're looking for not only residents and members, but ambassadors. And I've always just felt like our membership here is so cool and so down to earth. And that's part of the process too, right? I mean,
it is. It's everything that we will reference, how they interacted with our team, how they interacted with their real estate agents or the agents on the other side of their transaction. We'll even ask security if they were pulled over, and if they were, how did they act? They do have video cams on. It's amazing. But there's so much more than just paper, so much more than just a background check, criminal, financial. It really isn't about someone's wealth in any way. It's their person. It's their morals, their ethics, and who they are and what they will add to our membership, because you nailed it. Mr. Diario is always wonderful about saying our team is our best asset. Mm-hmm. And truly, I love our team. Our members are our best asset. There is no way you would have your 10-year member or 10-year staffers here as long as we have if we didn't have the most extraordinary members. So I want to protect that, and I only want to add to the best for everybody to be playing golf with, eating dinner with, bocce ball with.
So I like to think about it too. I'm actually hiring and put an ad out for a new member of our team, and it put me in the position to kind of come up with some verbiage about why it's so special here and about the membership. And we're all on the same pursuit of to achieve greatness on behalf of our members and for one another. And so we're all vested together, member and teammate. And so it's a very nurturing culture from that perspective, that we're all here to look out for one another and make it as meaningful and engaging and fun and rewarding as possible. So that's kind of where I landed when, just trying to put a nutshell around why these changes have come to be. The demand is there to support it. We did start to talk about the finances and the financial side, so thank you for explaining the 50%. Do we talk about those initiation fees? We know what they look like when there was a member-based pricing model before April of 21. Very volatile. What's it going to be this month? Who knows? Depends on what Mr. Smith wants to list his membership for. Now we have a set price.
We do. And that has made life very easy for our members to be able to quote and for our team to explain. It is an initiation-based model. So what that means is they now have a set price for all three categories. Lifestyle is a $60,000 initiation. 7 Golf is an $80,000 initiation. And your full golf membership is $100,000. When you exit, though, there is no financial compensation that comes back to you. You still have ownership of the club as a member. You can still run for the board. You still have very much voting rights. So it is still your club. It's just a financial component that most affiliate equity with is no longer refunded to them. So it isn't all in the beginning, and when you're ready to leave, you now have your quick exit.
But however, as we talked about, the equity you're getting, probably if you were to sell your home with your membership, that's probably makes up for that, right?
It very likely could balance out. However, when you do sell a membership and a home together, that's an excellent point. Those funds that we will collect through escrow from the buyer do come to the club.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but it will make your home more desirable.
Exactly.
And provide very likely multiple individuals who will have that interest in making that purchase.
Yep.
And I think when we were rolling out the membership model to help educate members about it, the equity piece was really kind of an odd term that was tossed into the naming of that membership, because it wasn't really true equity. And what were we really losing? There was no member that had actually collected any funds.
Not in my time here, no.
Okay.
the financial element, and one of the largest factors outside of just losing our image of excellence with such a low price was the fact that so many of the members that I assisted with selling their membership, our team had to explain to them that they were possibly paying anywhere from $20, $30, up to $45 or more $1,000 just to exit the club. So there was not just money not coming back to them, they were paying to leave in the previous model.
Kind of not the best way to go.
Not the best adios.
No. All right. Well, very good that we have created this opportunity. It's much easier to explain, and it's created a additional demand. Just with this real estate market still doing what it's doing, it's a very exciting time for us to be part of Desert Mountain.
It's an awesome time, and I would just say a lot of moving parts. Some individuals may even see little disclaimers at the bottom of our emails now where things are subject to change. That's the one thing I know I've learned in this last couple of years, not just here, but in life. And that's really an element of pricing, wait lists, availability, membership opportunities. Things are changing.
And that attrition is always the unknown. We just don't know.
We just don't know. And that's again, something we just can't forecast at this time. But our team is always willing and open and loves to speak with our members and their friends and make sure that they have the skinny right from us. But ultimately, there are going to be times right now where we have to say, I don't know. And our team hates saying that, but we'll guide you in the best way we can. We want to keep this wait list as sincere and short as possible so we don't have any individuals hesitate on purchasing a beautiful home here. We want them to be able to purchase a membership too. And it is our commitment, management, the board's commitment to keep memberships available for our homeowners as best as we're able. And we're looking at every element of how we can do that. We are turning bylaws inside out, rules and regulations, and seeing how we can do things moving forward in order to really secure that element for our real estate owners.
All right. Well, I learned a lot today.
I learned a lot today.
I said a lot of what I say every day.
Jeez. Well, that's good. And that's why we wanted to get this recorded. I know that the phones, I hear them ringing. I see your inboxes. I know you guys are constantly meeting and messaging and communicating. And so we're in January, and this is what's the latest and greatest right now. And when things do shift again, if they do, we'll have you back and do another podcast with us, and we'll be able to share that out as well. So super helpful, super informative. I think you've provided a lot of clarity, and I appreciate your time today, Nicole.
Well, thank you very much for this. I'm sure you will edit this well, but just to throw it out there, very easy email if you want to reach any one of us here at the membership office. Ask any questions you like. Email is membership@desertmt.com. Membership@desertmt.com, and we'll be happy to help however we can.
Beautiful. Okay, well, what do you think? Should we wrap this up, Kim?
I think we've covered a lot.
So informational. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. This is something we've been wanting to get out for quite some time.
And we did it. Do you want to hang out for a minute? We have another segment that we always do on every podcast, and we do the shout outs for the amazing shots that our members have hit around the mountain. You want to hang out for that?
We have a few good golfers.
No.
Yes.
There's that fantastic performance center we have.
It's working.
It's working real well.
It's working.
I'd love to hear them.
Michael, who do we got today?
All right. Starting with Karen Masso. Wednesday, January 12th, an eagle at Outlaw, hole 11.
Nice.
We had Dick Shadig, Wednesday, January 19th. That was a hole-in-one on hole number 8 at Cherry.
Nice.
So, awesome. Very awesome. Bill Chardevoin, he's a name that's not, he's been on this list before.
I feel we've honored him in the past.
And so he had an eagle this time on 18 Cherry. Everybody knows how I feel about a great shot on 18. The best way to wrap up a round. We had Jan Buth. That was at Apache, hole 17, Thursday, January 20th. That was a hole-in-one.
Ah, so nice.
And then last but not least, we had Craig McKibben, also Thursday, January 20th, hole-in-one on number 12 at Outlaw. That was his first career ace.
Awesome.
Another
That's McKibben.
ace. So good.
Very
Great playing, members.
Congratulations, everyone.
And I think that'll about wrap it up. This is, thanks for going on the ride with us. This was very informational, maybe on the longer side, but all amazing information. So thank you so much, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, guys.
And for everybody else, we'll see you around the mountain.
See you around the mountain.
Bye-bye.